Burchell's in net. And are we going to miss the face-off? Because the face-off's behind that post. So, yes, we are. You know what? We're going to live with that. That's going to be a thing that happens today. And here comes the drop. Wildcats win it back. With it in the corner, into the offensive zone. Wildcats come up with it. Wildcats cross ice. Whittett's going to put the pressure on. Wildcats kick it up into the storm end. Valdez behind the net. Valdez looks to put it in the corner. Davenport's there to help. Valdez comes up with it. Wildcats turn that back around. Davenport's there. Davenport pins his guy up against the wall. Whittett. And Valdez against that half wall there. Puck comes around into the corner again. Davenport ties it up. Conaway's going to take it behind the net. Conaway up to Gates. And it'll pop out of the zone. We'll get an offside call. And the line change. Zucker, McClanahan, McNabb, Rodriguez, and Avalon on the ice. McNabb's going to take the draw. Wildcats win it back. And they send it in deep behind the net. Burchell's coming out to play it. He stops it for Rodriguez. Rodriguez up to Zucker. Off his skate, out to center ice. McClanahan is forechecking. Rodriguez with the puck. Rodriguez through center ice skating. He chips the puck up deep, leaves it for McNabb. McNabb sends it behind the net to Zucker. Puts it back in the corner. Arizona picks it off. Pass out to center ice. Avalon's going to go back to pick it up. Avalon, McNabb. Avalon chips it up. McClanahan's got a step. Gets it in the corner. Arizona going the other way. Avalon's back, 2-on-1. Shot. Blockered by Burchell. He's reaching in front, and he does get the stoppage. That one came out a ways in front of him. I think he might have lost sight of it for a second there. But he does manage to get a glove on it. We'll get a face-off. 15:27 left in the first period. The score is 0-0. That is first on the draw, Scallion, Wild, Brooks, and Hone. And I can't see anything down there. Wild's down there with Scallion. Brooks comes up with the puck. Sends it up into the offensive end. Brooks on the forecheck. Wildcats will turn and send it linked to the ice. That might be icing. That will be icing. Burchell thought he was going to play it and then thought better of it. Needs to be careful because he sees him come out to try to play it like that. They might just wave that off. I'm always worried about what they're going to wave off as far as icing goes. We're going to draw in the offensive end. That's first going to take the draw. Scallion on his right, Brooks on his left. Wild and Hone on defense. Brooks in the corner with the puck. Wildcats kick it around. The wall. Nice job by Hone pinching down. And send that deep. Brooks will pick it up. Brooks centering to Scallion. Bouncing puck. Wildcats come up with it. Wildcats sends it off the wall, and that will go for icing as well.
Go to the middle. Go to the middle. Go to the middle.
Strong effort to clear that puck. And on the ice, we have Gates, Conaway, Whittett, Valdez, and Davenport. Conaway's going to take the draw. Whittett on his left, Gates on his right. Conaway wings that back to Gates. He sends it to Valdez, shoots it into the corner. And Whittett is there. Puck hit center ice. Whittett's got it. Whittett off the glass. Conaway's got a step. He gets the puck first. Puck's in the corner, tied up. Whittett's there. Conaway's there. Wildcats come with it. And kick it out of the zone. Davenport holds it. Ooh, that puck had eyes through the slot. Whittett comes up with it back to Valdez. Valdez sends it back. Conaway. Conaway on the half wall. Wildcats come with it. Up over Valdez's head. Nice job. Valdez setting his guy up. Davenport. Wildcats get a step around. Burchell with the pad save. And Gates comes up with it. Gates cross ice. Oh, pass intercepted. He was looking for Whittett. Davenport muscles his guy off the puck. Conaway. Wildcats chip that into the opposite corner. Gates is in there. Shot goes around behind the net, I think. Out to the point. Wildcat shot in front, blocked by Conaway. Conaway's got the puck through center ice. Sends it deep, and the Storm will go for a line change. McClenahan's coming in fast, and the Wildcats just send that up the wall. No icing. That was touch. Rodriguez will pick it up behind the net, into the net. Avalon to McClenahan. Up the side. Wildcats had numbers back. Oh, turnover. Avalon's back, 2-on-2. Shot. Burchell got to it, went off his blocker and came out front. Wildcats have it. McClenahan, Rodriguez, McNabb. Rodriguez sends it. And that'll go for icing. So back into the Storm end. First, Scallion, Brooks, Wild, and Home on the ice. First taking the draw. First, Wild. The Wildcats kind of behind the net with it. Kick it out to the point. Wildcats center. Ooh! Looks like Wild blocked that and then got put on his butt for his trouble. Brooks with the puck. First in the corner with Brooks. Leaves it for first behind the net. First, centering pass to Scallion. Swing, and I don't think he got enough on that to make a difference. Wildcats pushing hard back the other way. Wild's there. Burchell, shot on goal. Burchell will glove it down, cover it. 12:29 left in the first. 0-0 score. Gates, Whitted, Conaway coming over the boards with Davenport and Valdez. Conaway will take that draw. Wildcats sweep it back to the point. They go D to D. Oh, out of the zone. Wildcats D couldn't handle that pass. Send it back in. Valdez off his skate. Shot off of Davenport. Puck goes up in the air. Nice try by Davenport. Clearing his guy out in front. And Valdez there. Nice try by Valdez and Conaway. Good effort by the Storm. Shot. Burchell will hold that against his chest protector. We'll get another stoppage. Some pushing and shoving in front. I don't know if you can see Davenport down there, but he is nearly a head taller than most of the other guys on the ice right now. Big kid. 12:07 left in the first. Same group. Conaway's going to take the draw. Whitted and Gates, Valdez and Davenport on the ice. Gates comes up with it. And puck comes outside the zone. Wildcats have it. Gates putting pressure on. Wildcats send it deep. Burchell will hold it. Valdez will pick it up, send it around the wall to Whitted. Whitted against the wall. Cross ice to Gates. Oh! Gates got a stick on it, but the Wildcats turn that over. Wildcats pushing through the offensive end. Puck's in front. It's bouncing. Valdez is going to get to it. Valdez off the wall, out of the zone. Wildcats go across. The Storm change up. Shot, glove down by Burchell. McClenahan, McNabb, Zucker, Avalon, and Rodriguez on the ice now. 11:27 left in the first. McNabb's going to take the draw. Avalon is setting up to his left, Rodriguez to his right. Puck's in the corner. McNabb will pick it up. McNabb takes it out in front of his own net. Through center ice to McClenahan. McClenahan over to Zucker. Zucker, puck off his stick into the corner. Wildcats have possession around the wall. That is Rodriguez up to McClenahan. McClenahan puts it center ice. Zucker had a stick, I think. Somebody tied his stick up. Avalon holds that in. Puck is bouncing down around behind the Wildcats' net. Zucker doesn't hold it. Rodriguez does hold it. Puck is right in front. Out to center. McNabb. Storm going to have to change up here. McClenahan goes back to pick it up. Wheeling through his own zone, wheeling through center ice. McClenahan can't keep the puck on his stick. And Wildcats come with it. Avalon. That is first. And Zucker. Ooh, Avalon looking to light somebody up. Puck is behind the net now. Avalon's going to go pick it up. Avalon in the corner. Avalon looking to Scallion. Scallion and first. And that puck is on the blue line. Scallion's going to dig for it. And they're going to need first to tag up before they can come back into the zone. And they are tagged up. First looks like he's dinged. His shoulders hanging limp. Hopefully he's okay. Conway's on the ice. Conway wild home. That's Brooks with the puck. Backhand to Conway. And then to Gates. Gates will send that into the offensive end. Conway's there in the forecheck. Conway, that goes around to Brooks. Nice job Brooks being around that corner, picking the puck up. Conway, backhand down to Brooks. Over into the other corner for Gates. Brooks, and the Wildcats come up with it. Hone takes that and sends it back in, and it looks like they're going to get another line change here for the Storm. Conway's in on the forecheck. Conway and Gates with it. Wild and Davenport on the ice. That shot high. Wow, Arizona got a quick step. Puck still at center ice. Wildcats pick it up. Good job by Davenport again, getting the stick out and knocking that puck loose a little bit. Doesn't always take a lot. Doesn't have to be a big shot on the puck. It's enough to knock it loose. Davenport in the corner with Whitted. Whitted, Conway. Conway, Davenport, Wild. Conway, touch the point. Shot, tips. That centers. Had a shot for a second, but good job by the Storm defensively to recover. McClanahan on the forecheck. And McNabb. Zucker comes up with the puck. Zucker, centering pass, got blocked by a Wildcat player off his shins. McClanahan working hard to get that puck back in the corner. Puck is behind the net. Wildcats have possession. Up off that wall. And McNabb comes up with it. He sends it back deep. That's going to go for icing. All right, 8:13 left in the first. The score is 0-0. We're still tied at 0. We're going to get a face-off in Las Vegas' end. We have first Brooks, Scallion, Davenport, and Rodriguez. First is going to take the draw. First wins it back. Nope, the Wildcats come up with it. Wildcats have possession. Shot. And Birchall will glove that one down. Hold it. We're down at Riverside, California. So this is LA Kings Ice Center, I think is the name of the rink. LA Kings Ice. Anyway, Riverside, California. These are the the California Wildcats. The team in white. The black is Las Vegas Storm. It's a U16 game. Let's see. Valdez. Ooh. Well, wraparound was saved off the pad of Birchall and then went into the corner. Valdez has got the puck. Valdez, puck and stick circling. That gets picked off by the Wildcats. Shot. And Birchall will cover that up. Valdez and Davenport back behind the net with a little push and shove and making nice. 7:44 left in the first. We have first Scallion Brooks with Avalon, and I can't see the other defenseman from here. But he's skating with Hone, I think. Rodriguez is out there. So the puck's in the corner. Rodriguez first, Scallion all down in the corner with it. Scallion's looking to support from the half wall. Puck comes up to Brooks. Had it for a second. Avalon behind the net in the corner working. Puck comes out in front through the slot. Rodriguez is there. Rodriguez will push it up against the wall. Well, it could be because of the glass. It could be because of your internet. It could be because of my internet. There's any number of reasons why it could be blocky, but blocky is usually an internet connection. Puck at center ice. Riverside has it. Rodriguez behind the net. Rodriguez pushes the puck loose, sweeps it around the zone, out of the zone. Riverside, thank you. Puck is behind the Storm net. Avalon's going to go pick it up. Avalon behind his net, sweeps it around the corner, up, out of the zone. Nope, they keep it in. Riverside keeps it in. Hone behind the net. Hone leaves it, kind of a blind pass. Good job by Birchall to get his pad over there against the post, and we'll cover that one up. 6:32 left in the first period. 0-0 is the score. Riverside, what have I been calling them? The Riverside Wildcats. California Wildcats is the name of the club. Riverside is the name of the town. So the Wildcats win it back. And shot, ooh, tipped in front, goes high. Hone is in the corner with it. Conaway there with him. Conaway pushing up against the corner. Hone looking to dig the puck out. Hone and Conaway. Puck comes out through center ice. No icing. Wildcats goalie will come out and set it up for his defenseman. And we are back up into the neutral zone. Still in the neutral zone. There's Gates. Gates turns the corner. In the corner. Let's see. Wildcats come up with it. Send it across. Storm tip it. McNabb comes up with it. McNabb over the blue line and loses the puck. Wildcats take it the other way. Storm have gotten a line change in here. Davenport Wild on the ice. McClanahan. That's Wild behind the net. Shot. Puck's in front. Stopped by Burchell. And that shot goes wide. Puck's at the point. Wildcats shoot it from the point. Squeak through. Wildcats in the corner with it. McNabb. Nope. Wildcats come up with it. Davenport's there to pin the Wildcat player against the wall. Puck's back at the point. And there, Wild will come up with it. And send that puck down the ice. That'll go for icing. Thought they might wave it off the way they were fighting behind it. But no such luck. We'll have a face-off back in Storm End. 5:09 left in the first period. First, Scallion, Brooks with Valdez and Davenport. Wildcats win it back. Shot off of Burchell's stick. Puck gets swung around, and Brooks is going to be there near the blue line. Get possession. Davenport. And the puck gets sent deep into the corner. Wildcats have it near the top of the slot. First is there to get a stick in. Prevent that shot. Wildcats shoot that one wide. Shot sticked into the corner by Burchell. Brooks is there. Brooks has got the puck pinned up against the wall. First is there to help him dig it out. And Davenport, Scallion had a chance to get a stick on it and missed. That shot off of the leg pad of Burchell into the corner. Davenport's there. Puck's at his feet with, who's in there with him? First comes up with it. First puck on his stick, chips it up through center ice. That'll go for icing. That's a good play. Needed a line change there. And we got one. 4:09 left in the first period. 0-0 score. Conaway, Whitted, and Gates on the ice. Avalon and Rodriguez, the defensive pair. Conaway with the draw. Avalon comes up with it. Avalon in the corner. Avalon around behind his own net. Up to the blue line. And Wildcats send that back deep. Rodriguez is in the corner. Conaway is up the sidewall with Rodriguez. They're both digging for the puck. Puck comes out. Wildcats get it. Avalon behind, or in the corner. And a swirling mess. Avalon, Wildcats finally draw it out. Defenseman steps up and they'll swing it around behind the net. Rodriguez is there to push it around the wall and Wildcat won't be able to hold it in. They do send it up into the netting out of play. And that faceoff will come outside of Las Vegas' end. So, 3:31 left in the first. 0-0 tie. McNabb, McClanahan, Zucker, Avalon, and Rodriguez. Avalon's going to go back into the corner to pick the puck up. Takes it around behind his own net. Up ice. Passed up to McClanahan. Sends it to McNabb. Through center, Zucker. Shot. Blocked by Wildcats goalie. Wildcats have possession through center ice. Leaves it for a point. Shot, dump in, behind the net. Puck's in the corner. Zucker's there with it. Tying things up. Zucker. And that's Avalon in the corner. Avalon deep. That pass goes back to the point. Wildcats have it. Zucker's putting some pressure on him. They extend it back into the corner, and then right back to the point. Shot tipped in front. Puck's loose. McNabb's going to come up with it. McNabb through center ice. Got McClanahan with him, a step or two back. McNabb cuts across into the corner, tries to send it around behind the net. He kind of whips on that. Wildcats come up with it. And we're going the other way. Looks like a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Shot sticked into the corner by Burchill. And that's McNabb behind the net. McNabb up to Brooks. Brooks through center ice. Brooks. Oh! Tried to put a shot on net and just didn't get all that puck. Back up to the blue line. Wild's there. Try to hold it in. He does. Wildcats come up with it, and they'll try to draw it across, skate it across the blue line. First comes up with it. And then dumps it into the Wildcat bench. We'll get a face-off here, probably right outside the zone, I'm guessing. 1:58 left in the first period. That's going to be first on the draw. Scallion and Brooks on his wings. Davenport and Valdez. Wildcats swing that around. Burchill cannot try to play it. He's not there quick enough. Puck's behind the net. Corner to corner. Brooks is going to come up with it. Brooks looking, tries off his backhand, chip it up the wall. That's not going to get out. Brooks is still there. Brooks is working against the wall, trying to get possession. Davenport. Puck comes down behind the net. Davenport swings it around to Valdez. Now it's time to take a look, sends it up off the wall, out of the zone. So Wildcats are going to need to tag up, which they do. Davenport gets to it. Pass up to Brooks. Brooks will gain the offensive end. Scallion was cutting. Brooks was tied up. Davenport will hold the blue line, try to send it deep, but the Wildcats there to knock it down. They're back going the other way. There's a loose Wildcat player. And roots that up over the glove. And that's the Wildcats' first goal. 1:11 left in the first period. Wildcats 1, Storm 0. Conaway's on the ice, take the next draw. Gates and Whitted, Rodriguez, and Avalon. Defense. Wildcats win the drawback. And Pucks gets shot out of the zone. Whitted on the forecheck. Gates forcing the issue. Pucks in the Wildcats' end. 1-0 Wildcats right now. Puck is behind Wildcats' goal. Wildcats spinning around the wall. Whittett's going to come with it. Whitted, Gates, got a step. Nope. Puck goes back to the point. Avalon will pinch and then send it in on net. And the Wildcats goalie will smother that. We've got a running clock. Nope, they stopped it. 31 seconds left in the first period. We'll get a face-off in the Wildcat end. So McNabb, McClanahan, Zucker, Avalon, Rodriguez. McNabb back to Rodriguez. Shot up into the corner. Up the half wall. McClanahan's coming up with it. McClanahan cross ice to Avalon. Avalon send that one deep into the corner. 15 seconds. That puck up and into the Wildcats bench. So we'll get a face off with 13 seconds left, and it looks like that might be. Yeah, we're going to come back into the Wildcat zone for the face-off. That's where it was chipped out of, so that makes sense. Now they're going to line up here. They got 13 seconds left on the clock, and now they're going to take the draw. Zucker's going to line up on his right, McClanahan on his left. Puck to Zucker's feet, and the Wildcats come up with it. Oh, nope, held in by Rodriguez. He sends it behind his own net, or behind the net, rather. Wildcats have possession. That is the buzzer. That's the end of one. So, the end of first period. The score is the California Wildcats 1, Las Vegas Storm 0. We'll take a break.
Hurry up. 43 seconds.
guessing just by the number of people watching the feed that this is probably a pretty choppy experience for a lot of you. And for that, I apologize. It's not a lot I can do about it for today, but I will try to see if I can't dig up the rink's Wi-Fi password for tomorrow, and maybe that will help. I know sometimes trying to broadcast these things over a cell phone is tricky. Sometimes there's just not enough bandwidth to be able to accommodate the video.